Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Frozen Frontier. Grimes, you notice this figure. I know you're about to assassinate him, but before we get anywhere, what do you do about this? Like, before you just walk up and stab him, what is your approach?
Party, I'm like, wait. In common, hoping the creature doesn't understand common.
What is it, Grimes?
I see something.
Where?
Hiding against the wall inside the cave. Act natural.
All right, let's just keep walking towards it then, like we were just going into the cave.
Right.
I'm gonna set my lantern down outside the cave, so I'm not shedding light anymore. How far into the cave is this?
Right at the entrance.
All right, William, just keep walking.
Yeah, I hold my nerve and just walk past it.
I've got my phase dagger drawn, so I think I'm hoping that it's gonna pop out to try and get William, and I can just jump out and shiv it in the kidney.
So William walks past it, and it doesn't move.
All right, I think I've set myself up right around the corner next to the entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, we'll walk in and apart from Grimes.
So you're outside, like waiting for it to move before you.
Yeah, I mean, I peer around the corner, expecting to jump out behind William.
So you have a point where you can't see it where it is, but as soon as it starts moving, you'll be able to see it.
Right.
Maybe. I mean, I poke around, half fade, and hide.
I'll see if nothing's happening. I'm gonna walk in with William and start kind of like holding a conversation with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So William walks in. Nothing happens. Ferris walks in right behind him. And as Yaramir begins to walk in is when the camouflaged creature begins to move, and you see a longsword coming out of basically nowhere as the camouflage breaks, and a scrag armed in chainmail with a shield and a longsword or arming sword. But you've got a ready to attack, Grimes.
Yeah, where is it facing? Is it sneaking up behind Ferris or in front of Yaramir?
It's waiting for Yaramir to walk past, and then it's coming out behind Yaramir.
Yeah.
Okay. What is Yaramir's action? Like, is Yaramir? Are you walking in past it, or are you like stopping at the entrance?
Yeah, I mean, we gotta get your assassination ready, so let's have a.
And then I assume we roll initiative after his ready to attack.
Yes.
Okay. So I guess if Yaramir keeps walking, I'm going to use him as bait, and he's going to sneak behind Yaramir, and then I'm going to sneak behind him. And we'll see what happens. Should I roll a move silently, hide in shadows, something like that?
I would like you to roll me a hide check. Yes.
Man, both are 17.
And you should have some serious modifiers because you've got prepared cover.
Okay. Well, even with my base, I get a 21.
Should be opposed by its perception. Let me just do some.
And if it passes its perception check,
you get all your modifiers.
Look at my modifiers.
Yeah. Yeah, because you have prepared cover and it's distracted because it's going after Yaramir.
So you have prepared, and you've got good cover from all the way around the wall. Yeah, so you definitely beat it. It doesn't notice you. It goes to attack Yaramir, and
should we roll initiative to see who goes first? Or
you
what?
have a ready to attack. You get it off before him. You're ready for it.
Right,
I'm going to get +2 for back attack, and it's not so +4 because it doesn't know you're coming, basically.
Okay, plus an additional +4 for my level. All right, so total +8.
Nice.
25.
Nice.
Not quite a crit, but
that will definitely hit it.
So assassinate does how? I don't remember how you do it.
I have.
But Neal, it doesn't get
level, so I have I'm level 7. So
you do clear by 10 right now. Actually.
Yeah, clear by 10. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just got its chainmail, its dex and shield and all that stuff doesn't play into effect. So it's got AC 15.
So I'm level 7. That gives me 4 acts, right? 1, 3, 5, 7 is 4.
Yes. So 4 times
+16.
Yes. And then your base die is doubled, so 2d4 plus 16?
Yeah,
Is you correct?
+1 for strength.
Yeah.
Damn.
23 points of damage.
Ooh. I need to make a secret GM roll. What do we roll
So-
for?
Hope it doesn't do the same to Yaramir now.
don't think it's a thief. And Yarmir is suspecting it, so he wouldn't get an assassinate.
You
just
did
get a back attack.
23 points of damage. That is quite a bit. Your dagger finds a spot right underneath the chain shirt, coming up, getting some back area between the shirt and the ribs and the hip bone and everything. The scrag, which definitely gives a shout of pain and suffering and surprise, and kind of fumbles its attack against Yarmir as it turns to face you. And we will all roll initiative.
All right.
Oh. Where's my token at?
Yeah, I had to put it on the map myself.
Yes.
Nice.
All right, the scraggy scrag goes at 11.
Ooh,
So-
we got a big old tie here.
Yeah, we do. William, you were the first one to act, apparently.
Yeah, I run in there and I attack it. Is it? I assume I get its back now because it's turned to face Grimes.
I don't know if it's gotten there yet.
No, it hasn't had a turn yet. It's been surprised, and you're like really ready for this. You're prepared. So the moment Grimes gets in with his dagger, you turn flaming sword out, I suppose, and
What does the creature's scream sound like?
15. That probably saves against that. Misses, doesn't it? With its shield.
yes, it brings the shield up. Your sword clatters harmlessly against it, but he still takes 1 point of damage from the burns? Okay.
And then Grimes unleashes a flurry of backstabs.
Go for it. Get him again, Grimes.
So here, no more. It's just +2, not +4.
Right. But he does not get his dex
6.
bonus still, so no.
11,
still
not
miss.
going to do it. I draw a second dagger with a 16, which
That
should
will
hit.
hit, yes.
Do non-magic weapons affect it?
Yes.
4 points of damage. Second dagger slipping between the chains.
All right.
All right. The scrag goes at the same time as the rest of
I
the party.
whisper, and it's here. Where are your owl bears now, bitch? probably in scrag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Ferris is just bum rushing this thing. Gonna go right up to the side of William and hack at it.
Go for it. These will all
Alright,
resolve at the
so-
same time.
Yep. 18.
How does? Can we pause just for a second?
Yeah.
When we have an initiative tie, if I do something that affects the modifiers of the target, does that affect Ferris's tie roll?
Are you slowing it or something?
Well, I could blind it potentially.
I
Oh.
don't think so. I think since it all happens at once, your blind will take effect after.
All of that initiative happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it all resolves simultaneously, so the attack should go off without the penalty for the blind because it's hitting
Yeah.
you as the blind is casting or whatever.
Okay.
Oh, wait. What time of day is it right now?
You're in a cave, right? Does that affect it?
I think it's time of day, not brightness condition.
Not darkness.
Right,
Okay.
right. We said that we were going to do caves in the nighttime, but this time we
Yeah,
also
but
just kind
we
of
just
moved
kind of
in
went right
away.
in after we got
So I
there.
think it's probably daytime
Is
right
it
now.
late in the day, or is it
Let's
dusk
see.
yet, or is it still?
Let me make a die roll here.
Okay,
15 or higher. No, it's
still day. Okay,
Still day.
so it's actually a 19, and then it's +1 to damage. So.
Did you roll a 19 to hit?
Yeah, 19 to
You
hit.
miss.
I miss.
19
Oh,
does
wow.
not hit the front of it.
All right.
Damn.
Agile little bugger.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
have done much damage anyways.
Yep. So your clattering attacks completely miss. Yaromir.
Okay, I take out a pinch of phosphorus and kind of spritz it at this thing's general eye direction. And as I do so, I incant the light spell and attempt to blind it.
Okay. It will get a saving throw. Ooh, a 7 is not a great roll.
Sounds like a fail to me.
See what its saving throw is.
You're forgetting to consider that it's a 14 hit die creature.
No, surely not.
It fails.
All right, so yeah, a blinding flash of light emanates and stays right in its retinas as it is blinded.
All right, it'll make its first attack against its prime target of Yaromir. It rolls a total of 20 to hit you.
Okay, that clears by 5.
Okay, that is not a crit for it. And it will hit you for 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I don't know if it gets a second attack, but
It
William
does
and I
get a
do.
second attack. Yes.
Okay, so those all resolve at once.
It's blinded though
Actually,
for its
William
second
goes
attack.
first.
I think they resolve in the order of.
Yeah, so William goes first, then we both go.
So it's -4 AC, Neal, right?
Correct. And no dex.
22.
Right. So its AC goes to 19 minus 4. It's 15. I guess it can't. Yeah, it's 15 AC now. So 22 is a hit.
19.
Oh.
+6?
Yep.
What from?
Specialization and strength, or
Oh,
mastery
I
and
forgot.
strength.
Yeah, I forgot about mastery.
Yeah.
+3 from that.
Wow. Okay. The Scrag is badly wounded. Ferris, get your second attack off.
That's probably a crit. That's a double crit. Yeah.
It should have
15 AC
15
now.
AC right now. So you
That's
do
a double
clear by
crit.
a lot.
Yeah. So 3d8 plus 4. It takes another 12 points of damage. Terrible rolls, but
So bad.
Neal, its AC can be lower than 15 if it's blinded. Like if it gets +4 from Dex and Shield, then yeah, fair enough.
No,
but-
it gets +3 from Dex and 3 from Shield. And 5 from Chainmail. So it has 20. It should have 22 AC total.
So shouldn't it be 18 then?
It gets 22 AC. Its Dex is negated, so it goes down to 19, and then it gets -4, so it should be
So it's-
16.
All right.
No,
does it
15.
does it
15,
lose?
yeah, 15.
-4 is 15.
15.
Does it loses its Dex if it's blinded? Does it?
Yes.
This is
they
already
can.
being taken into account.
Yeah. That's even better than I thought. Great
does
stuff.
the 12 kill it? Because it was. You
It
said
does
it was bad.
not.
Okay.
And it will
It gets
get
a second attack.
its second attack at -4. It rolls a modified 14, which is one shy. of
That's one
hitting
shy.
you.
The crackling blue light strikes again.
The Shield of Tempos protects Yaramir from the blows, and we go to second round initiative.
Oh, it's like totally surrounded as well. This is good.
Yeah. Oh fuck! It goes at 11.
All right. I'll go ahead and finish it here.
You've got to be like scrambling up the walls to even get around.
It takes 19 damage.
It dies on the spot.
Nice.
Yeah, it with a slow slip, it just kind of falls backwards into the wall and collapses in a pile of slowly expanding blood.
Good work, guys.
I'm gonna drag its body out to the sled and
Is a Scrag a humanoid?
It is.
Yeah.
We just got ourselves a 7th level scroll.
Oh damn.
yeah, sure. You can have the scalp. That's fine. But
Take a look at its
Ferris drags
gear.
the body out to the sled and like
See how it
I guess
tastes.
I don't speak Kobold, but I'm gonna point to Nimrod and say keep an eye on this and go back into the cave.
He's like a half mile up. He's like. a
Oh
couple
right, we
thousand.
did take him out. Okay, I just take him out of the cave then and kind of leave him in the snow.
I take a look. I pick up the long sword as Ferris is dragging away the body.
It is
And
a
inspect it.
steel blade that has been somehow blackened and darkened with. It's not quite black, but it's got like a dark hue to it, and a little bit of a curve on it, and a nice point at the end, which is weird
Black
when it's
steel.
slightly curved.
Seems worth keeping hold of. I can
Yeah.
carry it. I'll put it on my
Long
character sheet.
sword. Did he have any other gear?
Chainmail and a shield and a fancy,
sidearms?
now completely ruined magical cloak.
Magical cloak.
How was it ruined?
You just hacked it to bit. You guys just did like 80 points of damage to it. So I'm
Saving
assuming its
throw?
cloak has been just shattered and tattered by your slashing attacks.
Don't
at it.
magic items typically get saving throws to resist such
Sure.
destruction?
And it rolls a 4, so it fails.
It's all right. Those small magic cloaks where that came from.
Yep.
All right.
Plus, we have to requisition our own cloaks. Also, I think it might be a little bit small for us.
It had no sidearm, no dagger or anything.
No dagger.
Does the steel sword match the steel daggers and short sword that I have from the Scrag torture chamber?
They look to be of similar construction, if different styles. The torture chamber stuff was all a little bit more like fearsome and nefarious. This looks more like solidly built for combat and less intimidating, but of similar construction style.
Is its shield steel as well?
Yes, the shield is wood backed with steel, or steel backed with wood.
I have no interest in the shield. All right, let's keep moving. Now, so we get back in the original order. Faris at the back, me at the front.
William, that creature was small. It was like a small scrag, right?
They're all small.
Yeah. That creature was frighteningly powerful for something so small. Imagine if we have to fight more than one at a time.
Well,
and imagine if we have to do that while confronting the spellcaster that we encountered.
I agree that if there was a couple of them and a spellcaster, it would be dangerous, but it only did a glancing blow to Yaramir. It was an easy fight, all things told. It took a lot of damage, but didn't do much.
I'm just saying, the scale could tip out of our favor very carefully. Or very easily.
So be on your guard.
Does a magic item that has been destroyed lose its magical properties?
Yes.
In terms of like identifying and detection.
No, you could probably still identify what it was. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I want to take a scrap of the cloth with me. I just put it in one of the many pockets in the robe, so that I could identify it later.
Yeah, that sounds great. All right, you guys head down the tunnel. Same marching order?
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep your eyes peeled. All right, looking for traps as well now.
Down the hall from the back.
Obvious traps, at least.
All right. And that marching order was William Grimes, Yaramir Ferris. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Grimes, you rolled a 31 on your perception check earlier. So we're going to kind of keep using that. As you guys make your way down the tunnel, Ferris, with your spyglass, well, hold on. Let's roll back a moment. You're walking down this tunnel, and fairly quickly, within the first, dozen feet or so, the snow stops because it only comes in so far. The ground gets a little hard to traverse since it's more circular here, giving you a narrow walkway on the bottom. And you notice these rather large crystals kind of growing on the sides of the tunnel from spot to spot, place to place. Some of them are this long, some of them are much bigger. They're clearish with maybe like a slight violet hue to them.
I guess I cast Detect Magic. This seems like a good enough time as any.
Yeah.
Do the crystals radiate magic?
Yes, they radiate a slight light amount of magic. And all the crystals do. Behind you, in front of you, all of them everywhere.
Okay. They're natural, like growing out of the rock. Can I appraise?
Sure. Yaramir, what were you going to say though? While you Grimes.
Do I get a? The intensity is obviously dim, but do I get a school?
Yeah, 10% per level. No, you do not.
Okay.
My appraisal is 10. I think you often roll this, but I.
Oh, sure.
Nail it anyways.
Yeah. These crystals are unlike anything that you've seen before. They're weird, unknown gemstones as far as you're concerned, like gemstones that have never been discovered before.
I still feel like I should have a gauge of what I could, like. Appraisal is like what they're worth on the open market, right? So what would an unknown magical gemstone fetch if I were to try and sell them in Withdrawn Renta?
I just think you start seeing dollar signs and coins start coming out of your mouth. Yeah.
So these are like precious gemstones. Like these are
and there's lots of them, and some of these crystals are giant. Like if you took back a 2-foot crystal that's maybe like 16 inches across. Holy crap, man.
Yeah. So I think Yaramir sees Grimes like loosing his ice pick, getting ready to start trying to harvest these gemstones.
I think I encourage that. I'm like, yes, good. We should harvest some of these as samples.
Wait, let's do it when we're leaving, not when we're going in.
I want to take a moment to observe. I want to take a moment to observe the rock wall that they're growing out of. Like, is there some form of deposit? Like, I want to know, like, what form do these crystals, right? Oftentimes it's dripping water or minerals that have come in from some other source,
right.
A mineral deposit in the wall. Like, I want to see if there's some point of origin.
Do you have like a give me a check. Whatever check you think makes sense for this.
What is geology? It's probably an int-based thing. It's like -4 because I'm proficient. Sure. And -8 because I'm proficient.
-5 or half your stat. I don't. We do it lots of different ways. Just give me an int check.
Okay. D20 minus D20 plus 16 minus 5. 27.
Yeah. So you're looking at the walls here. And there is no deposit that forms these. There's no water dripping to form these. There's no indication of like previously raised water levels. And the crystals are coming out from like every different angle, all towards the center. They are bizarre and unnatural in nature.
How many, like how much? How many pounds? How many, like volume?
You look down the hallway and you realize that there's got endless crystals. Like they're everywhere.
Yeah, so Ferris was like, we should get this on the way out. I'm like, I think we're done here. Like, we mine this place. We've got more wealth than our entire expedition.
Yeah, I think he might be right.
Fair enough, but William, you and I need to stand guard while they do this then.
Could it be dangerous, Yarmir?
Oh, most definitely. It could be dangerous. There's magic within these crystals.
Grimes has like an ice pick full of, wait, magic?
Yes, they radiate magic slightly. I thought you could tell. Please continue. Harvest them for us. I would wish to study them further.
Ferris will keep the scope going down the hall while he starts ice picking into these things.
Grimes tentatively holds the pick out for Yaramir as he looks around Crystal.
I think you hand me the pick and it does that cartoon thing where it just like slams into his mouth.
Grimes, just start with a small one. If they blow up, at least then it won't be too bad.
I'm gonna do every.
I'm used to doing this work myself. I will.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
for fuck's sake, William, you do it. I'll keep a lookout.
Do we have a chisel?
I'm making every check that I can to discern if there's a trap or a magic explosion.
Would you just sack up and start hitting that gemstone?
Check.
All right, move out of the way. I grab the pickaxe.
So Grimes is inspecting one of these crystals, trying to decide if it's going to blow up on him. William grabs a pickaxe and just like hacks a crystal off the wall. It falls to the ground with a thud.
Okay, I pick it up. Does it feel just like normal?
It feels like a piece of quartz, man. It's a fucking rock.
Does it continue to radiate magic when it leaves the wall?
It does.
Okay.
I throw it to. I look at Yarmir. I look at Grimes. Who looks more eager?
Yarmir.
I throw it to Yarmir.
All right. I catch it and begin putting it in the pocket of my robe.
Mm-hmm. All right, and then I'll go for a second one for Grimes.
And while they're doing all this, I'm just gonna telescope down the hall and just say, "Be quick about it. I don't know how long before more scrags come."
We'll take these two for now. Let's keep checking these tunnels.
Keep checking. What?
Let's just you just sold me on the idea of let's mine this place out and take all the crystals with us.
William, we're rich.
We can't mine this whole thing ourselves, right? If there's untold wealth here, let's make sure it's safe.
Well, let's just take a big chunk of that wealth right now and get the immediate return.
The only safe place with this is back in Fortune. Let's mine this place and get out of here. We've got a retirement to prepare for.
You convinced me. All right, I spend the next hour.
So I think if William has demonstrated that they're safe, I've got like a regular axe or something.
Sure.
I think we just start just like breaking crystals off the walls and
and you
drag
realize,
a bunch back to the shed.
Like fairly quickly, once you go for the first big crystal, you realize that this is a pretty poor method of it, and like the first crystal comes, like falls off and hits the ground and like shatters and breaks, and this big like
bunch of little crystals.
Well, yeah, but the big one is worth more than some value of the small
William
ones.
breaks it off near the base, and I can like spot it.
I'm just saying pickaxes and regular axes are going to give you a lower quality of harvest than like a proper excavation and chisel, which
sure, but in an hour, how many pounds of crystal can we get back?
Quite a bit. Yeah.
We'll
get
do
some
an hour's
big
worth
samples.
of crude crystal.
Sure.
Making.
And we're just taking that straight back to the fort, right?
For potential golems. Right? Like we've seen a golem in almost every cave we've gone into that has mining. Like I want to see if I can find one and get it to mine for us.
There are no signs of golems anywhere. You're quite familiar with them. You've seen the markings. You've seen kind of how the golems fit in and out. There's no writing on any of the walls here. It is golem-free.
Could I try to replicate that writing and imbue it with magic?
You did take a rubbing.
I do. I have a rubbing in my pocket. I whip out my rubbing, and while they're busy, using their pickaxe, I'm gonna take out some of the ink and some of the expensive components, the dusted gemstones mixed in there, create kind of a magical ink and attempt to create a mining golem here to help this process.
All right. You get out your ink, you get on the wall, you start making the right marks on your papers and on the walls, and it all comes to a completion, and the wall just stays.
Okay. Darn.
Yeah.
So
It
once
turns out I cannot make a helpful little dude for us. I apologize.
I want to continue exploring the cave. Grimes, how much of this crystals can we fit in the bag? Do we have to take it back to the sled and then come back?
We've got all the crystal we can carry. I look down the hall. Like, how far does the crystals go?
Until you can't see any farther.
Yeah, I've
All
got
right,
the telescope. Do they keep going for another 300 feet?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, we'd have to bring an entire team to mine out this entire place.
Let's take this stuff back to the sled and then we'll come back and explore the rest of this tunnel.
Very well.
All right. You take everything back to the sled, and by the time you get back to the tunnel, it's evening time.
That's fine. Exactly.
Now it's a +2 saber.
Let's go.
Scimitar, one of those.
How many pounds of crystal did we pile onto this sled?
Let's call it 5 pounds of crystal. No, that seems ridiculous. 10 pounds of crystals. Yeah. It was, you wanted to make them. I don't know, man. I don't know how much crystals weigh. You got a lot.
You got a lot. It's
Like
a
a
lot
couple
of
hundred pounds of crystal is what I was wondering.
That's more what I was expecting.
Yeah.
All right, let's call it 60 pounds of crystals. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
a bunch, a lot.
Yeah,
I'll-
okay.
So what is that worth? Like a couple thousand gold?
Probably, yeah.
So we sell it on 100 pounds.
Yeah, let's call it 100 pounds for ease
Sure.
of record keeping.
By the way, how many days did we leave the fort? I lost track.
Oh, I have those numbers.
At this point, do we need to really keep track of the food?
If maybe.
I'm gonna keep
yes.
track just in case we
In the
run.
spirit of the game, yes.
Absolutely. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days.
6 days. Okay.
Yeah, today is day 7.
Okay.
Can't wait to name this crystal after myself. It's gonna be great times.
All right. So you've
Now we can-
unloaded the gems. You head back into the tunnel. It's evening now. You're making your way down. Can I get perception checks from the party again?
Yeah. Kill all the scrags.
1 week in America. That's all it takes. 33.
Holy moly guacamole. I think we're missing a Grimes check, but I doubt he's going to get better than 33.
Watch them get 34 now that you've said it.
Ooh.
Not bad, but no.
Only a
Close.
30. All right. You guys keep making your way down, and after maybe, I don't know, 15 minutes of walking, 20 minutes of walking down this perfectly straight tunnel that never bends or turns,
Perfectly natural.
you spot ahead of you with your little telescope that there is a side chamber off to the left side.
There's a turn. Well, it still goes straight, but there's a door on the left about 300 feet up.
Right.
Shh. Can everyone be quiet for 30 seconds?
Go and check it out, Grimes.
And I angle my ear to like catch the reverberations off the crystal and try to eavesdrop down the side chamber.
Give me an eavesdrop check. This is exactly what this is for.
21, so barely a pass.
It is a pass. You can hear voices, Grimes. You definitely hear voices.
There are voices. Probably scrags. Let's go snap. I unsheathe my phase dagger, set the lantern down with the party, and tiptoe up the gem-crusted hallway.
And then we'll take them back to the sled and roast them and eat them.
Grimes, can you give me a move silently check?
Yeah, I'm like, follow after me in another minute or so. Crunch.
Natural 1.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I
gemstone.
I hear Ferris talk about eating them, and I turn back to like follow after another, and I think I just like smack into one of the crystals, and like I don't know if I can like knock it off the wall or just like scream "fire" as I smack my head into a crystal.
I like to imagine you have the Pippin moment out of Lord of the Rings, where he like pushes the helmet down the well and it falls down the well and splattering, and the chains follow after, followed by the bucket and followed by the body.
Does anything happen?
I gotta roll perception checks for them.
Not too hard of a check.
If any of them don't have chainmail on, attack them first.
Yeah.
There's no more whispering. I think there was just one of those moments where everyone knows that Grimes fucked up.
Let's go. Let's just fucking go.
Let's go. Yeah, that is right.
It's still just a long straight hallway, right?
It's long straight hallway.
Fucking go, William. Just run.
Yeah, we're going. We're not.
Yeah, so William starts running and Ferris is running after him, and we're gonna turn in that room and just start asking.
So Grimes bashed his head into a crystal, screams, the crystal falls off the wall and shatters, and we hear just this echo down the hallway of scream, crash, crash, crash. And William and Ferris take that as the cue to charge.
Round the corner into the room.
You might still get surprised, because apparently it lasts for a full minute.
All right, well, I think that's where we're going to end it for today.
Oh, no. All right.
Is it going to be the Han Solo moment where we turn the corner and see the entire platoon of stormtroopers and immediately run away?
I have no idea what it's going to be. I mean, I know what it's going to be, but we'll find out not next week, but some future week.
It should be open for the foreseeable future. Oh, I actually do have a week. I'll try to be available the weekend of the 10th. But I'm going to a wedding that weekend, so it's a little bit up in the air.
Well, I'm out on the 4th, so...
I'm free forever now.
You're free forever? Okay.
Yep.
So I think we'll be back on the 28th, because we can't do next weekend, right?
28th?
Yeah, the 21st is a no-go, but the 28th is a go.
Okay.
Yeah?
I thought you were saying 28th of November.
No. Of October.
So next week we're off.
Next week we're off. Then we're on. Then we're off. And then we're on.
Yeah.
All right.
We're the will they, won't they of D&D shows.
Yeah, honestly, here's the thing, though. At this point, every other week is pretty good for us right now.
Yeah. Well, I think we had the same problem last year, is that August and September were really rough.
Yeah.
Sean, are you around next week?
No, next week I am gone.
It's you, okay.
Yeah, and then, if we have any intervening weeks where both of us are available, we should definitely do some Van Helsing Malachi shenanigans.
Yeah, we should, yeah.
Okay, well, does anyone want to say anything before we head out?
It's good to be back.
Yeah.
Let's be back.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for watching.
Cool. I think there'll be a Dicing with Death on Thursday of this week.
I think that's the plan.
Fingers crossed. And 2 new campaigns are starting up in early November. There's going to be a Kuban Nights, which is a hand-picked European cast at a European time on Fridays. And then there's Gnomes, Tomes, and Catacombs, which is an all-American cast at American times on Wednesdays. I think both of those start in November.
Is it an all-gnome cast?
We haven't made characters yet. It's in streamer
Gnomes,
cast.
and Catacombs.
Yeah, it's going to be Destiny, Lily Pichu, Disguised Toast, and 2 people whose names I keep forgetting, and I feel bad since I'm their DM.
I wonder if they named it after Hearthstone on purpose.
Oh, maybe. They said it was a Mimi name that they wanted to pick, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's very similar to the expansion Kobolds and Catacombs.
All right.
Careful, you get sued for copyright infringement.
It's not my show. I'm just the DM for it. Someone else's channel, someone else's problem. That's it for Frofro. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
I'll throw up a discussion thread right now, so head over to the Reddit if you are so inclined.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, guys.
Good night.
Bye-bye.